Love Island review episode 25. I actually feel sorry for Justin Lamer. I'm gonna slander him for a bit first because savage, but I feel sorry for him. Bro, you took natural instinct for a chat and the convo was so stale. She was like, well, I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle. I honestly wondered if she was getting water to try to throw on the conversation so it's less dry, and he was still in the diary room saying it's going fine. Fam, I've had better conversations with the people that ring me to ask if I've had an accident at work in the last 3 years. Nativity may be the most twisted contestant so far. She ain't had enough screen time and I don't care about Justin Britain enough to like really be mad, but on paper I can acknowledge she's done a madness. She literally said, I was never feeling you, and when he said, why didn't you tell me so I could talk to the other girls, she said, I thought you only had eyes for me so I didn't say anything. Make that make sense to me. That is waffle. She's either evil or she's one of them people who just watch peak things happen in life and have such an inactive personality that they do nothing about it. They just sit there and stare at the impending car crash just because pulling up the handbrake means they have to have an awkward conversation. It reminds me of Sophie lying to Connor with a G that she kissed black people make me sick so much that I wanted my teeth to rep my dedication to whiteness, Connor. Then Nativity started crying. Ladies, don't get in a relationship with me. I'm just telling you right now, if you tell me something that doesn't make any English, then tell me you used me as a meal ticket to get into the villa, then start crying, you will not be hugged, you will not be comforted. I won't even pass you a tissue. I'm staying right on topic. Your tears will evaporate into the clouds naturally before I help you dry them. Then my man gave her his bed. Now the gentleman in me would have probably done the same thing, but I'm throwing hella shade on the way out of the bed. Yo, can I take one of the pillows with me just so that my conscience can have something to sleep on, because I know you don't have one of those, so you'll be all right. As lame and lack game intolerant as I think Justin Britain is, I loved what Sombrero said to him. You be you and find someone that likes that. I hear that. Just find someone as lame as you and you two go live lamely ever after. The couples this year are so fragile that Luke T and Solvent are the second to go into the hideaway. That is crazy. I do like them as a couple, but Saliva, you gotta stop dancing, man. It's like watching a shirt you put on a washing line outside on a windy day. She looks like she's giving traffic signals. I'ma throw her some bail and stop calling them mayonnaise movements. I'ma call them marmalade movements. Some people like them, some people don't. But I do like them too, as I said. But in the back of my mind, I would always wonder if they would still be together if one of the Casa Amor girls like Luke. Every year I tell myself that I won't do this. I won't care about these couples. But Paige and Finn, man, they are attacking me in the fields. Paige has completely dropped the wall. I had to listen to 2 hours of gigs to recalibrate myself after watching them two wash up. And I remember saying while they were washing up, boy, you better ask that girl to be your girlfriend. As soon as I saw him in the room writing on his phone, I knew he was writing his speech.
Booked an excursion. I gotta pick up that person.
Seeing him ask her out, I just really couldn't help but think, I hope this works on the outside. But sadly, I know there are still a bunch of you, yes, you girls, that can hear me right now, that will put it on a plate for Finn when he comes out, whether he's with Paige or not. Then again, when Paige was looking at him during the them getting together scene, I definitely wanted her, whilst not wanting them to break up at the same time. So I don't know what that means. These reviews are long, it's too much happening. Mike said Priscilla is better than all his previous relationships, and then he winked at the camera. Leanne, in case you missed that shade was for you. Make sure you pick it up. When Mike said he had sex on the beach, he sounded like he started remembering right there and then. I've had sex on the beach, yeah. Woo! Yeah, that was a crazy. What were we talking about again? Side note, there are 4 dark, midnight looking, charcoal adjacent, Bourneville black people in Love Island right now, and I love to see it. We will spread like the coronavirus across the mainstream media. Naz and Eva could lips a million times and I still won't believe in them. This connection that they say they have, they need to show me some screen time of them so I can actually see it, because right now it must be some Invisalign connection. I think Eva saw Natalia admit she finessed Luke Britain and thought to herself, but nah, I'ma just lips this spread to the finish line. Demi, you could win him back. Just channel your inner Jordan trying to bag India at the 11th hour. Jess, you didn't have to bait up to Demi that them two were kissing. You could have just acted like you didn't see it. That being said, Naz and Eva need to pick a better spot. It's a see-through glass, bruv. Everyone can see a little growth spurt. Shauna believes she was sold a dream because Callum said it was easy with her. First of all, that's not hard to believe because Callum is dopey. He would find it easy chilling with Satan. Number 2, there's this word that's like easy, but it's more easy. Oh yeah, it's easier. Is it possible, Shauna, that it was easy with you, but easier with Molly? That he liked you, but he liked Molly more? And did Molly and Shauna get hit with the same storm as us? Because during their conversation, their hair was doing up dirty wine in the background. I liked when Callum said if he wanted to play a game, he would have stuck with Shauna. That's facts. If he had came back to Shauna, them two would have won Love Island. Callum has talked more in the last 2 episodes than his entire time in the villa. And Callum, why are you trying to convince Shauna you're not a liar? That is never going to happen. She needs to believe that so she don't have to deal with the uncomfortable thought that you were simply happier with someone else. He thinks that he needs to convince Shauna so Shauna can tell Molly that he's not a liar. Poor inexperienced buffoon. You don't need to do any of that. Girls never really listen to their ex's warnings. If anything, it will make them want you more. Because she's gonna have with you what no other girl has ever had. The only thing you need to do is stare at Molly, literally. Stop trying to convince Shauna you're not a liar and walk up to Molly, sit down and stare for 2 days. She's gonna say, what are you looking at? I'm just looking at you. She's gonna say, aren't you gonna say anything? No, not right now. Shauna's words will fade like they got hit by the infinity gauntlet. Just look at her, bro. Make her wake up one morning and you're just lips in her elbow. When she's like, what are you doing? Don't even look at her. Just keep looking at her elbow while you respond to her face. I've never cared about a person's elbow before in my life. Until this moment. The girl will forget Shauna's name. Stop wasting your time trying to convince Shauna of anything. Lastly, we almost got a glimpse of Shauna, aka Sonoff, last night. She went to the girls crying and then said, you know what? I'm gonna walk back over there now that I'm not sad. And Power walked over there so fast, even Molly said she looked like a boss. When she started walking with that level of authority, the South London man waiting in the bushes weren't even waiting for the signal words, which was whipping excursion. They was like, nah, Sonoff's got this. Did you see how the rest of the man scattered upon her arrival? She didn't even have to say anything. I heard one of the man them say, it's Shanos, run. Callum weren't even on it. Man was like, all I can say is sorry. Between that moment and when she said that Callum should be nominated for a BAFTA, hilarious. Shauna, I will be with you. I'm being serious. Your hips don't lie and I'm starting to feel the vibe. You're funny. You can protect me. You know your way around a Jamaican barbecue. You said Rebecca belongs to the streets. Girl, I am here for you. And they call it threatening love. Ooh. Thank you for watching my Love Island review, people. If you are not subscribed to my channel, click here to subscribe. Click here to watch my review of the previous episode. And click here to watch my latest review. Oh, and click here to subscribe to the official Love Island YouTube channel.